Hello, Leo, and welcome to my new channel, Imperfect Angel Tarot. If you're returning, thank you so much for your support. Every new like, every new comment, every new subscriber means the world to me as I'm building this new platform. We are looking at energies for the second half of June, or whenever this video is meant to find you. This is a reading for the Leo collective, so it may not be as specific as a personal reading. If you're interested in your own personal reading, check out my information below in the video description. Every Sunday in June, I will randomly select 3 of my subscribers to receive a free 30-minute personal reading. So if you are interested in taking advantage of that, please let me know so by commenting on this video, and of course make sure to subscribe to my channel. All right, so on the right we have energies that tell us about where your partner is, and on the left we have energies that tell us about where you are, Leo. At the bottom of the deck is what's at the heart of the situation, and it's the energy of the cook. So the cook is someone who is taking many ingredients and working with what they got, and they're making things work. They kind of processing things as they go. They testing and probing things and making sure that stuff is cooked thoroughly before they pull something off the stove. On your partner's side, we have the energy of destroying. So this may be them ending something, or maybe they feel like something ended for them. Then there's also the energy of the entertainer. Often the entertainer is someone who's an actor, someone who's wearing a mask. Then there's also the energy of discovering, so they may be learning something about you, your relationship, or themselves. And then there's also an energy of assuming, so maybe they're might have jumped to a conclusion too quickly. On your side, Leo, we first have the energy of coordinating. So the cook and the coordinating energy, I feel like they go more together than energies on this side with the cook. So it's about making things work, really finding a way to build something that's sturdy. Then there's energy of judgment, enforcing the truth. And there's the energy of the communicator. So maybe you are sharing something with your partner, or maybe it's a call for you to share something with your partner. What else can we learn? Let's get some more cards. First, we have the 3 of Swords. So this is pain of a broken heart. Then there's 10 of Cups, harmonious relationships, happy home life. Let's see, we had this flip over. Then there is a 9 of Wands, so it's one last push of on a long journey. And then there's the 7 of Wands, which is overcoming challenges and adversity. On your side, we first have the energy of the Hangman, inability to move forward, having to take a pause. And here's the other 2 cards. First, we have the Fool, a new beginning, new chapter. And then we have Judgment. So you have Judgment on your side twice already. And interestingly, you see how all these cards are almost the same, like colors. So these are colors of an old soul. So and there is this rebirth of some sorts. This is like an awakening. And at the bottom of the deck, we have Page of Wands, a new exciting idea. So maybe you get a new exciting idea, and that's what's allowing you to find a way to, okay, now it's like finding a recipe, but that's the recipe is your new idea that you're very passionate about, and this idea is going to be very fertile. And yeah, this is you just all of a sudden you see things clearly. So it's like getting a recipe, and then now you see, oh, I know exactly how to make this dish, because in the past, before that, it was an equivalent of you just seeing different components, different ingredients, but you're looking at them and going, what am I supposed to do with this? But now, eureka, and now you're ready to get it going. So, but there is something with your partner, they feeling hurt. So that it's definitely, I don't feel like this hurt is on your side, because to you this is all about rebirth and new beginnings. So maybe they feel like they've destroyed something, and now they're feeling brokenhearted, and maybe they're not sharing how they truly feel, or maybe they, in the past, they pretended that everything was just so perfect, and in fact they were wearing a mask and they were not truly sharing how they felt with you. And now that they've discovered that there was more underlying currents and more to it, and there were more things to work out that they thought there were, and they just assumed that everything was, that they already moved past all those challenges and they were in a place of harmony. So it makes sense that if they thought everything was just fine and they were trying to make it look like everything was fine, they assumed that whatever challenges there were to overcome and whatever issues there were to solve, that they've already done that and everything is hunky-dory. But there was more to work through, and now they feel sad, they feel hurt, they feel pain. On your side, you're trying to get something going. There was a period of inaction, period of not being able to move forward, but that period allows you for some inner growth, and now you're ready to figure out how to make things move forward. And this Judgment card here twice, it's interesting. Look at that. Yeah, wow. So you have this Judgment card in this deck. It says enforcing the truth, and next to it you have the Communicator and the Judgment card. So this is like doubling down on this enforcing the truth, because as you are now emerging as the new you after having to take this pause, maybe you had to take some time, like something happened here. Maybe you had to take some time for yourself, and now you have realized you were able to just have this birth of a new outlook. You looking things, you're seeing things clearly, you're looking at things differently, and now you have to make sure that you let your partner know how you feel, and that's going to allow for this whole new chapter to begin with this Fool card. Let's get some more cards. What else? Oops. This is way too many. What can we tell Leah? So on your partner's side, we first have Six of Emotions. They're thinking about the good old days with you. Then the Hierophant, it may be a Taurus that you're dealing with. And then there's the Lovers. This is also Gemini major arcana, so this may be Gemini. Ooh, I'm being told to take this one right here. So Nine of Voices, this is fears, uncertainty, nightmares. Let's see, what about your side, Leah? What about your side, Leah? What can we tell Leah about their energies in a second? half of June. All right, so this was on top like this. So first we have the Ten of Voices. It's endings, sometimes painful endings. Then there's Seven of Voices. Yep, seeing things for what they are. That is your awakening. That is what that Judgment card is about. And the Ace of Materials, that's the Ace of Pentacles. It's abundance, success, material comfort. And at the bottom of the deck, we have the Devil. This is also Capricorn, Major Arcana. And what is the Devil? The Temperance, which is Sagittarius, Major Arcana. So here is, this Devil is the fears when you feel that you may not have enough for this journey. You may not be led or protected by the universe, by the circumstances, in order to be successful on this journey. So that is what this Devil about. So it's the fears, insecurities, borrowing trouble, creating worst case scenarios. But then when you have this idea, when you have this clarity, you're actually able to suppress this insecurity, suppress this sabotaging thoughts, and then you're able to cook up a recipe for success. But your partner, I feel like what happened was there was something that you guys had discussed in the past, and their partner was working on them, and they were really, maybe they wanted this to work so badly that they pretended that things were already fixed and everything was fine. And then things came to the surface and you found out that, oh, there were still other things to figure out. Well, they thought, and because you thought that everything was resolved, you've moved on to the next phase with them, and they were assuming that the worst is behind this storm, is they're safe from the storm in this bubble, that they're now sitting here under the rainbow happy. But then maybe you found out that there was still work undone, and you maybe even decided to take a break from them, or maybe you just because this is an ending. This is an ending here, and it was a painful ending. And then there was a hangman, a pause. So I feel like as they came out, you pumped the brakes, and you had some time to think. And so now, then meanwhile, they feel like they've destroyed it because maybe they pretended that things were better off than they actually were, but that doesn't make them feel any better. They're really longing for you, Leo. They're thinking about the times you had together, and they realize that, okay, maybe although they're the ones who pretended that things were fine, but that's because they really wanted them to be fine. I feel like they really wanted to make it look like everything was good by the norms of people around you, by the norms of what a relationship's supposed to be. And there was some sort of a commitment. There was still this unfinished business. There was some other commitment that they were not ready to take. Maybe this even was, maybe this Nine of Wands, maybe this was actually you were expecting a commitment, and they thought that they were just happy with how, and they thought that you were happy with the way things were. And maybe there was an expectation to commit to this relationship on a different level that they did not know was still necessary. But this lovers, it's all about committing to something. And that's that last thing that they've discovered that they still have not been able to deliver to you. And they've assumed everything is fine and there's no more uncertainty, there was no more fear, but turns out that there's something that you've shared with them. And now that you had some time to think, you had a change of heart, you have a change of outlook of sorts, and you're seeing things clearly, you're seeing things differently, and you are going to communicate that to them. You're seeing things for what they are, you're understanding their point of view, you're seeing where they're coming from, and you're going to be able to have a conversation with them, and that's going to be the beginning of a new, abundant, fruitful, happy chapter that you're about to embark on. Leo, I hope this was helpful. If so, please let me know by liking, sharing, commenting, and of course make sure to subscribe to my channel by clicking on my icon right here. If you're interested in getting your own personal reading, please check out my information below in the video description. Thank you so much, Leo, and I hope to see you back next week.